lights. Start, guys. Get ready.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the stream. As you can see, we're starting a little late and we're also starting a little short-handed. No surprise there.
Oh god damn it! Killed by courier while typing.
Kill those casters too, I guess.
So the plan for tonight is that we're going to be
Behind
doing
us, kill the other two
Loatheb
casters.
for sure, and then we're
Do the
going to,
timer.
if we get him, we're going to go to 4 Horsemen. I just realized I don't have the chat thing up.
Nice shield, dude.
Okay. So as you can see, the consumables bag looks a little different than usual. It's full of extra, nature, and shadow. I've also got a ton of health potions.
Sweet, sweet nightfall.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Got a ton of health potions. So like over here, this is all different because Loatheb does a ton of shadow damage. He also has a mechanic where you can't heal for very long portions of the fight, like a minute and a half at a time or something. So when you do get a chance to hit a heal, you need to make sure that it counts. So that's going to be healing potions, health stones. You want health regen. Bloodthirst is going to be helpful.
Yeah, no, stop. Cancel.
Stop.
Bloodthirst is going to be helpful. Crusader procs are going to be helpful.
Yeah.
Basically anything that's going to help you heal at all. Anything. Any healing.
They're just in there. Oh,
But those will only work during this very short window. Holy fuck.
We got him.
Shackle.
Dog's not right.
Oh, yeah.
Nice shackles though.
These guys enraged, yeah?
Yeah. One hit.
So it's done.
Target.
The rage is 3%.
Oh, what's on me? Thank you.
Ooh, shit.
Put up a
You died for our sins script.
Hopefully everybody's blessed now.
Blessed.
I hear there's a 3-day cooldown for resurrection ability. See you on Friday, I guess.
Okay. Well, that wasn't
Yeah. Be perfect.
pretty interesting there.
Alright, so could we pull the rest of them like that?
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Actually, let's do the shade. I think the I mean, there's another group like really similar.
Just get the shade in.
It's precast on it. Okay, should be good here. Oh shit, we have to go fast. Okay, no, that nice doesn't come up here.
Fucking god damn it. No crits. No crits.
Healers.
Shit, I kind of want to pull that.
How are they on crazy?
Don't do it. Why would you do that?
Crazy, when you see these ghosts, you have to run away from them.
I didn't want to get double pull.
It shouldn't be that dying much.
You didn't see that MVP pull?
I mean, heads up, it's like always gonna be on a shaman or druid because fades.
Fade.
Better get an epic, man. Gold skin.
Oh my god.
So Jen, you're doing 1, 2. I'm doing 3, 4.
Alright, pre-guess.
Yep. I see
Alright.
5, 6.
Alright, we got this.
Oh, rip.
We gotta lose mob.
More Tret.
Because people precasted after I taunted, that's why. And it fucked me. That's because the march switched for a second before pool.
Well, I see one dead mage, so I'm gonna say it might have been like a pyroblast or something.
I had a couple crits in a row.
Well, I tried to mocking blow, but resisted.
Guess we need to get you 12 piece, tier 3.
12 piece, yeah. 9 piece. Mocking blow doesn't get the bonus, sadly.
Oh, that's okay.
It's only challenging and taunt.
It doesn't get a bonus from the 6 piece either.
Hey, Jins. Thank you.
Recast.
Going back. Night's coming.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Oh my god, oops. Wrong spell. Literally, sorry, boys.
Literally sorry.
I thought I was doing this all fire. Sweet.
What's down this way? That's 4 horsemen.
We're gonna have to clear this trash, right? Anyway?
No, it's It's the Dead Knight wing. It's not. We're not in the same corridor. There's a frozen rune down there.
Right. Yeah, we need to clear a long ways to get to Four Horsemen.
I don't think we can. We swim between the two. Like there's like.
I tested it on the PTR.
Okay, you can't swim.
We'll probably have to kill this Pat first.
Yeah, this Dead Knight. There's packs
So
like
we're
this.
here.
Before, well, this is the only different pack before Four Horsemen is that Dead Knight there, so we can test it out.
3.
Unless they change the
Just go through
PTR.
3 more nodes in
Try
order
to shackle?
to get
I don't
there.
know.
Why are we doing
Oh, we gotta-
this?
Precast.
Send it.
It's gonna be late. It's gonna come right on us. Oh, nice.
Nice distract.
Casters, you might want to back out for the stack.
What the fuck? Why can't I get my charge off?
Ready to taunt, guys. There's dead coils.
Just look at the stairs, LOSs.
Dead coil.
Oh, tanks are tanking.
No, rip. There are 7 stacks.
Hey Chops, what up, buddy? You watching the stream and running K3? Oh shit, I didn't bring my water. Hold on.
Blinking like away. Don't run to it, guys. Let it come back, because then it does the arcane explosion where it stands.
Breaking my cast.
Or run in and take everything.
Get some nice calming music on, right? It's nice, like ocean sounds. Bells.
Fucking app open on my phone.
It's pronounced the gold shear of Oxid.
Oh, I believe that was Barb.
Yeah, sorry, my mom texted me your fucking basement flooded. She just got home.
How she flood her basement?
Flooded with cum.
We got
Fucking rain, dude.
Oh yeah, it's just because
got
we needed
so
an
much rain
extra,
today.
we needed an extra tank for that pull because of the dead coil.
Everybody's so quiet tonight, man.
More of you went to bed.
That's why
Memes are dead.
Do we need more memes?
1 hour.
Not from you.
But most of our memes came from Star.
Dude,
Sister-
you-
Sister touched a keyboard,
Shit.
a Red Bull.
Alright, precast guys, come down here.
I got muted by this add-on. Fucking rip. Got wrecked. Just trying to help the raid. Fucking muted. Easy, the healing assignments.
That gamble has not been working out for me.
I'm in. There's a lot of trash in these corridors, man.
Oh, Chops, by the way, on the Discord, I just added a bunch of custom emojis, a bunch of the Twitch ones. So now we don't have to use like the stock iOS emojis.
Star fallen.
Precast.
Pirate.
Star fallen.
Wow.
Got the shade.
Oh, come on. Not a single
Holy
crit in
shit.
there. Oh, fuck me, I guess.
So
Whatever.
yeah, keep stunning it.
Ghosts are up. Spooky.
Watch out for the ghost sealers.
Squishy.
Run into somebody over there.
That shackle was pretty far.
More ghosts. Village run.
More ghosts coming, I think.
They're split.
Run Dan.
More ghosts.
I always wondered why they go to the healers first.
Well, they're immune to
It's
all
about the-
damage, so they get threat from the healing.
Healers are literally the only ones who can show up on their threat table.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
You could like battle shout.
Well, I mean,
Have everybody click it off real quick. Spam it. Well, you can't kill them, so okay.
Keeps you on your toes, Fate.
shit, dude, I almost ran out of fates.
So that's consumed for that?
No, it's just it's a 50% proc on hit, and I auto-faded like 4 times and used my regular fade, and one of them still wanted my nuts.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
Actually, let's do something. Start trading warlocks for health stones so we can start making more shards. Sorry, Trigans.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Hmm.
Let's kill this pack
Where's Ryan?
first.
He's got a good one.
What the fuck?
Rem and Perma have good ones.
They're gonna get.
I don't
It's
have room
just
for that.
241.
Spacey.
I literally don't have room.
Actually, I do have. I have a stack of 3 majors, so trading them.
Alright. Well, no, people are dying.
Oh, fuck off, the wolf.
Do we summon Icy Hot after this?
I mean, at least they're getting scraps, I guess.
Go back the other way, there's more trash. Get poisoned to death.
Is there like a... Dude, there's a way down underwater though. Can you? You can probably die.
There's
You can probably
nature
die now.
paths, I guess.
No, don't cross it.
Nope, not gonna work.
Don't
Turn
cross
around,
it,
good
guys.
scan.
Don't cross it, guys.
Rap Son's
How-
almost dead.
How close did you get?
Clear mobs, but
Oh, he
mobs
made
line
it?
up on the other side here.
Yeah, and
Made
there's if you make it though, is like there's mobs on the other side though. Like there's like 10 mobs in the room on the other side.
I mean, so if you had a shield and renew though, you would have made it crit, yeah.
Buggrass, man.
Yeah, I probably would have made it. I just saw Buggrass dying, so I quit.
No, he made it.
Who are we still missing? GT, GB.
Puke. That would put us at 39.
Oh,
Yeah, Puke's
shit.
already in raid, so 38.
38. Not happening tonight, guys.
Jorgen Norm and Num would make 40.
It's precast on these.
Fucking ghouls, can you get us to distract them far away?
I'm sure the dogs can see through stuff.
They're gonna pull for sure. Or not?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
What the fuck?
Merry Christmas.
Circles, no shackle, guys.
Oh fuck.
And now they pulled.
Shackles, shackles.
Freeze.
They could be stunned.
Man.
We're stunned. We're stunned. We're stunned.
I picked them up. He and me.
Kill square. Mark a target up over there, beef.
Hey Jamie, happy Tuesday.
Yeah, get one off me then. Nice. Kill circle first.
Sorry.
What is this? No epics?
Right. On the next, I know.
We don't deserve epics for only double pulls. We need triple pulls.
Okay.
That Jaeger seed, man.
Just AoE this room. Including the knight and the spirit.
Jesus.
Just everything, dude. Pull everything.
Sapper's ready.
Here, I'll put down a trap.
Holy water, dude. That's where it's at.
We learn not to use it.
Actually, let's pull this.
Just shackle everything. I'll put down an explosive
I
trap.
distract
Careful of that
guys.
shade. It pulls from pretty far.
Can you guys distract ghouls?
Split that one.
Healers, you might not want to stand on top of stuff.
I got stuck.
Get ready to precast when he pats back over here. Should be good.
Distract. Oh shit. Wait. Cancel.
Cancel.
I didn't know that guy patted. So
Now go.
Send another one.
should pull this group back to the other room.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Should we pull them right now for the night coming back?
I think he is still a little bit. Move up, guys. It's precast.
It's on someone else. It's
Watch out for the ghost sealers.
Rip. Still
India.
precast.
We gotta pull them way
I was
back.
close.
Don't shackle them over there. Like, wait for until they're close.
As soon as you finish
What up,
casting, run
Andy?
backwards.
Everybody run back to the
We're
other room.
doing Naxxramas trash.
You can shackle now. And that knockback has some kick in it, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's a spicy knockback.
Sorry, Voxus. I swear I didn't want to kill you.
Yeah, taxes. I need to do that. I need to do that still.
This is.
Don't worry, there's not
getting
a whole lot to
scammed,
pay
dude.
attention to right now. What we're doing is literally killing time,
We feel like
waiting for
less
people to
trash
show
and,
up.
Well, there's some more frozen runes there. That's good.
So that's a little frustrating
A precast before
because
he
we can't do Loatheb. We can't do Loatheb with 35. So cool, I guess we just kill trash forever.
Fate, your wife will be furious if you start bringing axes into the bedroom.
Well, let's move back the night paths all the way over here. So.
Just go to the top of the stairs.
No, he comes all the way to the middle of that circle.
Watch your totems.
Let's kill it again. Can I have a backup tank on skull? Let's kite.
Crazy hands. Replace your totems.
Totems.
Let's kite.
Oh.
So sheep, you got a totem.
A banana spring.
Kite triangle and entomb and me on skull.
Casters get to the back. It's not get
Distract-
the debuff.
distract
Max
me.
range. 3 casting though, but just stay max range.
Are we using all the plate scraps? Like,
This guy cleaves.
what do
by
you
the way,
what do you
melee,
mean?
so careful.
Shanu.
You can bring back the kite.
Bringing an MC geared rogue.
Chain scrap. It's rare.
Gotcha.
Are we using all of the plate scraps? I mean, we will be, yeah. We've got to gear up like 8 tanks with 4-piece tier 3, so yes. The pulled pork, interesting. I did mention that. So the
Just have
pulled
to say
pork
it's
turned
rare
out
and then
pretty
drops.
well. It turned out a little different than I was
Those are
expecting it
third
to.
run.
Because I didn't realize when I bought it, but I bought a
Yeah.
different cut of pork.
We got a couple.
I usually use like a shoulder blade roast
I say
for
we
it,
kill this.
and this one was like the whole shoulder. It was like the whole
these two
thing,
and then
like
we
skin
can
on
start
and everything.
walking to Loatheb. Takes a while to get there.
So it ended up being a bit drier than it usually turns out. There wasn't quite as much liquid as I was expecting. But I mean, it worked.
What
It
the
worked.
fuck?
You
They
throw a
were
little barbecue
invisible for
sauce
me,
on
dude.
there, and yeah, it'll work just fine.
What the fuck?
It's pretty delicious. Then I ran out of
The
barbecue
acolytes were
sauce.
invisible on my screen.
Then I ran out of barbecue sauce, which was unfortunate. But I fixed that today after work. I stopped by the unsafe way and picked up some barbecue sauce.
So you guys can't get those ruins usually, right? On these walls, like in these rooms, like you
So
can't
wait,
stealth up
are you
here.
saying that you guys have more tier pieces than you have plate scraps?
Precast.
Because that sounds like a good problem to have.
What you can get.
I can cancel.
You know, there's not enough worth of thawing to matter. Because rogues can do like 6, or can open 30 an hour.
Shano, you mean like Starfallen, who's just totally AFK? Because he does that? I mean, I died twice, which really sucks.
What the fuck? The shade pool.
Oh.
Nice.
Shackles, distraction,
I guess. Switch to the spirit.
Ghost row.
Oh my god.
More ghosts.
We're practicing for some player reactions.
Stun the main rage. Ghost.
Yeah, I would try with the pork loin. Actually, I might do that. I
Just
usually
making
see
sure you
those
guys
in
are
the store
alert.
and they look really good. But
After this, we can just take the body.
one of the reasons that the blade turns out so
Yep.
well is
Can practice
because
the
it ends up being very moist. Yeah, I do a crock pot too.
Actually, not a bad idea.
That's how I do
Then
my
you can
pulled pork,
practice
is
the jump.
crock pot pulled pork, which ends up being really good.
He's so quiet.
But isn't loin like a super lean
boxing or something.
cut of pork? Because if so, that's not really what I'm looking for. Because I do the keto diet, which you might have heard of. It's
Try to get
basically the
one
low
here or
carbs,
something.
low carbs, high fat.
Anybody? Kind of ridiculous.
So you gotta have the right mix.
Right next, though.
You gotta have the right
No,
mix
no, they don't.
of. Oh god, I'm trying to concentrate and stuff. That'll teach me to concentrate.
They did only the first boss.
You gotta have the right mix of proteins and fats. So if you get like the super lean, high protein meats, that's gonna not do what
Did
you
you guys,
want.
their guild master quit?
Guilt quit? What?
Yeah,
No, I'm not doing it in a liquid.
Well,
Just the
talking
pulled pork
about,
with some
getting
onion.
maybe,
Well, I guess there is some
some
liquid
of
in
their
there.
members.
Because
mean,
usually what I'll
Julius
do
is
is I'll
very
rub it
appreciative,
with
right?
salt,
Both,
pepper, rosemary, thyme, and some sort of spice, depending on how spicy I want it. Could be cayenne, it could be ground red, it could be
They're not rating
what do I
Nax,
have up
like-
there? Ghost chili. Depends on how hot you want it.
Sure.
How's toast? Do you have access to weed?
Just hit it with a blast from your spice weasel.
Two?
Weed.
But
Just
then I
kidding.
throw it in the
You gotta
in
find
the
a way to
Ninja
grab
crock
stone
pot,
in
which
there.
has like a sear setting.
Um,
Sear
we've
it
got
on all
several members
sides,
that live in Colorado.
and then cut up an onion or two, a red
Snacks,
onion, throw
eating,
that in there,
It's dirty.
and while it's still hot,
Guys,
pour in a
swallowing.
bunch of whiskey.
We're
The
running to
whiskey
Tetris. Get the
then
pork.
gets
Yeah,
all
I was
over
looking at that
everything,
wall.
boils off the alcohol, but leaves the good bourbon whiskey taste,
Kill
yeah.
Tetris again.
like that.
Extra loot.
Yeah. The switches.
We scrub sprinting and ass.
Yeah, and then just leave it in there.
You got it, why wouldn't you use it?
So there's a little bit of liquid, but it's
I don't
not
know how you
like
make
it's
that
not
jump,
like
honestly.
Like,
it's
if
not
you
like it's
go
being
180,
boiled.
just
It's
wait
like
until
there's some
you're like
liquid
on
in the
the
bottom and
upper
stuff,
part of the ledge, and you
but it's not
never miss it. Really,
like
misses it when there's no pressure.
being
no
boiled in
pressure,
beer
just
did
no
or
miss.
something,
I just
which I've
did
done. I've done
360
that
fucking
where you
spins,
have it in beer,
well,
but then you
come
just
on.
end up pouring the whole thing off
You
at
can-
the end anyway.
Everyone watch Grip.
So, I think it works
Where's
great this
Puke at,
way.
by the
You
way?
get to retain a lot of the porky taste,
Nice.
porcine taste.
Did you
Yeah,
miss?
it's really, really good. Really good.
We can do.
Showing what not to do.
We can
No,
raise the
hey,
stakes.
honestly, like maybe some people.
And then as
are
far as like
missing
a
the
low carb
jump
barbecue
because, you know,
sauce.
there's a whole bunch of other people and they don't. see exactly
Slow
what
cook
the
how
jump
long?
is or something. You guys can
Usually
spread
the
out
rule of
just a
thumb
little
is
bit
like
on
an
the
hour per
platform.
pound.
I don't know if that's the
Allow
case,
an hour
because
per pound on
sometimes-
like a big single piece of meat,
Didn't even wait a second.
right? So, I mean
Slow
that
fall every time.
again
and
is a rough
you never
estimate.
miss.
That's like a guideline.
Yeah,
If you're
you
really
know
trying to
those
do it
everyone-
right, what you should get is a meat thermometer
Never missed
and make
not
sure
using
that it's
weapon
cooked all the way
tape.
through, but not crazy cooked.
Oh man, that
Usually when I
feels
do it
nice.
like
The
that, it
gauntlet
ends up
is
being a
empty, man.
little
It's
higher
really
than the
nice.
minimum, which is fine because
Yeah.
I mean that's fine. It's not
Fucking
like you're
dance
cooking a
in this
steak that
room.
needs to be,
Megan can't do shit about it.
you know, medium rare in the middle or something. So yeah, it ends up being something like 170,
Where are we
180
going?
degrees all the way through.
Loatheb?
For
Oh
Horsemen?
God.
Are we going to Loatheb?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
We're going to Death Knight.
You followed the wrong.
Did we say that? No.
I
You
thought we
said
were just
Loatheb.
clearing trash because we got 35.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
1 hour
it's-
meeting should end.
They're supposed to be there any seconds now. So, getting over there.
Puke's meeting.
This is an
coming up in
hour.
a half hour, so
This is
that-
an hour I could have been spending leveling on K3.
Linda should be coming on shortly as well.
And GT.
I really wish that we had more people
Yeah, that's
so that people
players
who were an
right
hour
there.
late weren't the hold up for the raid.
that's
Hey,
enough.
Having exactly
Shaman,
40 people
from IPS,
is kind of a pain in the ass.
Get him.
Let's get the IPS member, man. Well, depends who
Another-
it is.
Another resto shaman?
You plant the seed, and the rest will follow.
Yeah, 4 to 6
Wait, I already
hours on a
seen
3 to
there's
4
a-
pound
what's his
piece is
shop?
probably too long.
What's his
The
name?
ones I pick up are at
Feels
the
big.
grocery store. They're like the
Wouldn't that
vacuum
be
packed
ironic choice if you
pork
were
shoulder blade,
not still?
and those usually
Like
come
this
in between
It's like Austin Field, isn't it?
7 and 11 pounds, depending on which one. And my slow cooker is 6.5 quarts, so it can hold a real big piece. Like I made a 10-pound piece just this past time, and that worked out pretty well.
I mean,
I
that's
usually get
basing
like
will be
the
on exactly
8 or
1
9
hour.
pound pieces, and then just keep that around for a week. But yeah, it should fall apart at the
Fresh
end.
60?
Yeah, 4 to 6 hours for a 3 to 4 pound piece does seem a bit much. I feel like you might end up with dry pulled pork at the end of that. Might be a little overcooked.
Fresh memes.
Yeah, smokers the other way that I've heard is
Fresh
really good to
wasn't
do
as
it.
bad.
I don't
yeah,
own a
that's straight,
smoker,
well,
which is
but
too bad.
That's straight for
But I've had a couple of
Glowstones
friends.
before we clear
I've had a
this,
couple of friends
so
who
we
were talking
get
about
some,
smokers, and
some more
I might have to pick
short
one up this summer because that could be really good. I hear the pellet ones are great because you don't need to like worry about filling them with wood chips or something.
Who's got that
They've
extra?
got like an auger
Titans?
that pushes all the
Ah,
chips in, or pushes
Okay,
the
no,
pellets,
I think Permafear and Ram
so they'll
have
put in the right amount the whole
best
time. I don't know.
Glowstones, right? Thank you.
There's
Oh,
GT.
GT?
One. That's one.
Look, we're gonna have like 3 people log in right when the invite heals me.
Well, if you don't cook it right,
You got
We
Elstone.
might have pot like I don't know if that guy has shadow pots heals me. But might have to spot him some shadow.
Oh,
yeah. So
brought
pork
30.
is tricky like
Sorry,
that.
Chris, I
Some
got
guy
one
in
of
India
those.
had a
I thought you
6-foot
had the
tapeworm
lesser
because
one.
of pork. Yeah, I mean that'll happen. the fuck? Who will fit in with me?
These Yogg Saren's eyes? What the?
Eh. Got me. Totally got me.
I don't know about Yogg Saren.
Yeah, so like pork can be tricky, and that's this is gonna get weird and philosophical, but like in college I took a course on study of the Hebrew Bible, and we went through like all the rules in Deuteronomy and why they're in there. And one of them, you know, Judaism, you can't eat pork, which is just like one of the tenets of the religion. But why can't you eat pork? And it's because if the meat is prepared incorrectly, it can get you sick, and if you get sick, you'll die, because we're talking like desert in 2000 BC. There is no medicine, there are no antibiotics. Like if you get sick, you're just gonna die, right? So they were all about trying to make it so that people don't get sick, which is why they don't allow pork, because they try to keep their people alive and prolific, as everyone should.
I can't believe your dealer fronted you.
But yeah, so if pork is prepared incorrectly, it can be pretty dangerous. Always make sure to cook your pork all the way through. You don't want,
so we're missing
like medium rare pork. You don't want that. That's a bad plan.
Okay, yeah, that's 40. Greasy's not come. He's not signed up.
Level on K3, I am 400 XP short of 27. So we're gonna call it 27.
Oh shit! I knew I forgot something. My fucking nature bot.
I've got nature
Singular?
I'll trade you. I'll buy it. Alright, I'll send you some 5 after raid by mail.
Yep.
I have like 40 of them, but I brought 25 shadow. Forgot about nature. Rip. No, only melees need nature.
I brought 20 and 20.
Just a
hashtag prepared.
Just need 1 purple.
Prepared for progression for a boss that I'm guaranteed not to get loot on. Yeah. Let's roll.
Sorry.
Prepared on time for progression.
That place to AFK.
When we don't even start boss attempts for an hour. Rip. Yeah, so I'm level 27 on K3, if anybody's interested in joining my guild. It's called Valhalla.
Yeah, it's not resistible.
I'll be on there a bit. Basically on off nights that aren't raids on Darrowshire, and before and after
So we don't
raid,
need
I'm
all those
planning to be in there.
Just shadow.
In fact, I'm on there right now, looking at the auction house, but not actually like doing anything.
Not resist.
Gotcha.
Absorb damage. Wait, so we have like a shaman for each group.
Yeah, almost.
Can someone post the order for console usage?
Holy shit!
No, I'm gonna call it out in Discord. And
Okay,
it might be worth it.
Bigwigs shows up in Bigwigs.
So when you shadow pots from
Yeah, I'll call it out now.
Okay, full buff is in the first right.
Healers, I posted the order in healer channel. Set up your macros now. I'll repost it.
So guys, basically you want to go like, as soon as you get your buff, like you want to go and you can pass Dan and try.
Girlfriends and meditation thing. Do I get any new gear?
Testing.
On Darrowshire, not so much.
Hey,
the newest gear that I got there is the Ghoulskin Tunic.
I don't know why, but I've been talking for like the last half hour.
And on that very same raid, I got, where is it?
You weren't talking.
Dreadnought
You were
bracers.
muted
So I've
or
got
something.
1 out of 9 tier 3.
No, my mic
What
is
up?
gunked up apparently, and I don't even know how that happened.
But the plan is that we're trying to get all of the
Just
tanks
in
and
time,
tanky
we're
types
about to
4
go
pieces
for
of
Loatheb
tier
soon.
3 first,
I'm gonna
and then
repost it
gearing
here
up
on
the
the
tanks the
Senate.
rest
I'll
of
do
the
it in
way,
Discord too.
and then the other tanks the rest of the way. So
Share it with
we've got
Hills too, Spacey.
Beef,
Yep, he's on
Dan,
first.
Entomb, and they're all 4-piece tier 3. Shigs is 3 out of 4, and I'm next at 1 out of 4. So I should be getting loot soon.
Everybody get the Hellstone.
Just don't know when.
Everybody needs one.
Destroyed?
Who can I trade?
We can't summon you heals. We're stuck inside.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to throw that away. Fuck.
Who doesn't have bandages?
Can you like mage for towards and get your pass?
Make sure you've altered your macro.
So yeah,
order is
BMX.
different
What do you mean your girls at a meditation thing? Is it like yoga, or is it like something else? Is it anger management courses? Does she hit you? BMX, I need to know. I need to know. I care about you. That's a good point. I am first up for Ashbringer now. We made a deal. We switched around a couple of the priorities. Now I'm gonna be first
Is
for
Silsby gonna be
Corrupted
able to make it?
Ashbringer. It's very exciting.
Might be, yeah, it's probably going to be a few minutes for him.
Okay.
Well, we
Maybe
still
we could
have.
do-
We're still missing 2 from. Should be coming any second, in minute, I guess, or not.
I'm summoning IC.
Want to add them?
Wait, Chops, which part is nice? Which part? The ghoulskin tunic? Because that is really nice. That's actually my best in slot right there, especially for being two-hand.
Either we do naked pull just to adjust positioning.
Well,
and
it's the
shit,
best in slot
and then
for
we do a
two-hand. The
consumables
plated
one,
abomination
or
rib cage is better for dual wield.
it's up to you guys.
Which
I wouldn't even
I'm
do
not
naked.
really
Last
on
week
the
we
list
pulled
for,
it like 35,
but it's not
36,
that
and
much
we got
better
the
than the
40%
breastplate of annihilation, which I already
Yeah,
have.
but
Costumes, we've
So
already
it's not
practiced it a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
does,
really a big deal.
That doesn't mean anything as because it's basically a DPS race.
Why does my shirt keep doing that and then it like fucks up the Whitechapel?
Yeah. So
I blame the chair. I need a new chair. I need a new chair anyway.
Shakes, can you
actually.
do like the spore callouts and I'll do the consumes callout or something?
I need a new chair anyway.
Yeah.
Just keep saying like group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've had this chair for quite some time,
Group 1 good.
and it's a little worse for the wear.
Oh yeah, we need to
Group
do a
one.
mage group. We did a mage group for.
Spacey, are you gonna?
Start with 5 and then.
You gonna
Yeah,
join
first
us
prio on a boss we haven't
for
killed.
the-
That
the
is correct.
Mana stuff or the water totem or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rotating shamans in and out, and we've got a rotation here. Yes, again.
An opponent BGs, but
Just
the
to,
problem with
like, clear
BGs,
out
well, hold on.
Any errors? You know?
So there's more stuff to consider when
Yeah,
you're talking
it's
about
actually
BGs
in-game,
because
and I'm gonna,
in
swap the groups
PvP,
out,
a warrior's number
and
1
we're gonna
stat
swap you,
is stamina, right?
I'll
That's
just put down
that's
your
the most
mass
important
type,
stat
and then
because
I'll have them poison cleansing
if
in
you
the
can
group
just
that,
outlast them,
we're
you
in,
can kill them.
by the way.
That's pretty
So
much
we
the
won't miss any
warrior
poison
way
cleansing
in
in game.
PvP.
Okay.
So the more stam, the
Why-
better.
why am I not in the mage
Also,
group then to help with that?
you want more armor too, so you kind of want to mix
Yeah,
like
amp up
tank
as well.
mitigation gear and DPS gear because you want to be able
I
to
stand with the
burst,
mages to
but
give
you
them
also want to be able to survive, right? So stuff like,
stam
well, I guess that does have 23 stam on it,
That's
but
from the
that's
stam.
mail and this is leather.
Adds a little bit
These
of,
are perfect
yeah,
PvP
yeah,
shoulders
that one
because
is
they've
active
got
way, that's
they've
used.
got stats, they've got defense, and they've got hit. So they're like perfect PvP shoulders right
So
there.
with 3 mages, it's harder to keep up Ignite than 4.
But you
and
also
it's
don't
harder to
need
keep
nearly
up
as much
Ignite
hit
than 5,
for
and so on.
for PvP because everybody you're going to
Well,
be
you guys are
fighting
gonna have 60%
is level
crit,
60.
so I don't think
So
it's gonna be
with a
an issue.
two-hander, you really only need
Yeah, it's
5% hit.
That's why
instead of the
you
9% hit
more
that I
than
normally
60. The
run
buff
for
gives you
raids.
60, so 60 plus your gear and buffs.
Yeah. Like you
So
wouldn't
then
want to
you're
use,
gonna be like
well,
at 80%.
you almost don't want to use Lionheart Helm. What you'd probably want to do is like Helm of Wrath, because I mean,
Yeah,
check
healers
that out.
should get
40
spores
stam,
too.
you get an extra 400 hit points.
Yeah, healers need spores.
If you can just
to
outlive
crit,
them, you
it's
can kill them.
Big for our healing.
But I probably wouldn't use Hive Defiler Wrist Guards because those
Everyone,
have 0 stam on them.
Everyone should be.
For that,
in the
I'd
rotation
probably
where
swap to.
like, there's time for everyone to get it, and like when Shakes call out your number, you need to
probably
go
go to
there before it
Wrist Guards
spawns.
True
Like, he's
Flight.
gonna call it out before it spawns.
I
You
think.
go over there where it spawns, kill it straight away.
Yeah, I don't know. The PvP gear is a little bit tricky. I'd have to like go through the bank and figure out what all I've got. You lead in killing blows, having similar gears in AV. Oh, in AV is like totally different. Because it's all about group dynamics, right? So if I've got a pocket healer,
I don't know.
9% hit cap for tanks with one-handers. Yes, that is correct. Versus bosses, because bosses are always 63.
For Dan and
yeah,
me.
bosses are always considered 63. They have different stats and whatever, but for those purposes, they have 315 defense, for which you need 9% hit.
So we have to move all the caster groups
on a tank. Yes.
You only have 3 ints.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, AV is like a little bit weird because it's a PvE PvP.
I mean, I don't think caster first is better because
it's like a PvE PvP,
better
right? So if I've got a pocket healer,
they can go
or if we have a
ham and,
5-man
like,
group
over
and people stick
aggro,
together and know how to
down.
play and they play together, those synergies are just gonna wreck it. Like we've basically turned the entire game around by having a 5-man crew all on comms who know exactly what they're doing.
Or I don't get in the
Like we'll go take a bunker and no one can take it back from us. Because I mean, Alterac Valley is all about organization. In fact, all of the BGs are
when you die
all about organization.
Oh, it's fine. They're just arguing and major.
Like Arathi Basin and Warsaw Gulch, they're all about organization. As long as you have people on comms and everybody's talking and communicating,
it's fine. Go ahead.
that's gonna be it.
You could just
My favorite is when we actually get a raid together, like a full 40-man raid together to go into Alterac Valley on like Alterac Valley weekend. And we'll roll in there, completely ignore everything. We send 3 people to each bunker, and then just go straight to Vandar Stormpike and just win the game in about 8 minutes. That's my favorite. Oh yeah, and Chops will be there. That's what I'm talking about. So like, if you get me and Chops with Puke Feast behind us,
just before
like
you get the buff though. That's the
Chops and I
only
will
time you
kill
get the shadow
everything,
release fight.
and
Once you
Puke
get the
won't
buff
let us
once,
die.
you're good.
It's pretty broken. Pretty broken. If you have good healers and some good warriors who actually know how to play their class, like it's kind of awesome. But the flip side of that coin is because it's so awesome to run in a group that has good communication and good players and good skill and good tactics. Because it's so good to do that, I absolutely hate Pug PvP. Like I just won't do it.
So
I won't do it. If it's not organized, I'm like not even gonna queue up for Warsaw Gulch on the weekend. I won't even bother. Which is why, if we take a look at like my honor tab, I have only 8,000 kills, but made it to Legionnaire, right? People like Huey Emmerich, if anybody remembers who he is, Huey has like 18,000, so he has like more than double the amount of kills and made it to the same rank.
Hell yeah.
Like, how do you?
We only have 2 hours left.
How do you explain that?
Yeah, let's go.
Are we actually ready to pull?
No. But
Maybe
couple
maybe 4 minutes.
This last night doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to say that.
Do any healers have any questions on when they're healing or what they should be doing on the site?
What server did I play on retail? I was on a
100% of the raid
little
needs to
backwater
have
server
3
called
shadow
Paranold.
rest.
Paranold was a
100%.
PvE server.
And nature
When I rolled there, well, frankly, I didn't know any better.
see
I
100.
had never experienced a PvP server or anything like that. I was rolling there to play with a real life friend of mine who ended up being my guild master, and that whole experience, like, really changed my life for the better. For real. real big time there.
Major troll
Big
bloods
moves.
too, right?
From that.
Yes.
Mighty or
Those-
major.
I'll have to
yeah.
tell you that
They
story
stack
sometime.
with Mage Blood.
But
So the positioning is straight
yeah, on
to the
Paranold,
left from
our
the-
guild was called Arete,
In the
and
doorway to the
we
left,
were.
and then the sports.
I want to say we were
in
the
back
best
left.
horde guild on the server.
So when
We
the
were
mages
second
get
best
it,
overall
move
because there was
in,
an alliance
move
guild that
out
was better.
to the middle.
Shake Skulls group. You
Or I mean,
guys
they were
gotta
further on
go
progression.
straight away.
Yeah, Paranold. That is correct, Ishanu. Paranold.
So after we get the buff, you want us to stand in the middle of the room, or the
I
boss
played
room?
on Paranold
Or
for
back to where we
Vanilla
started?
and Burning
Kinda.
Crusade,
Because
Yeah,
last week we started in the middle of the room.
and the guild was Arete,
It'll be probably like behind that circle.
and I was still Vevictus. So, if you played over there, you probably knew me.
He's back to zone in.
You were from the Ashes, really? I always liked their tabard. Those guys had the coolest looking tabard, the black and the red. I didn't know you were in FTA. That's crazy, dude.
Okay, I think I've got everybody
That's
informed on what the
so-
order is. If you have pasted it like 10 times.
What a small world.
Do you guys want wreck or?
I definitely know that I've run into a couple of other Paranold kids on these private servers. I've definitely run into a couple other ones. Abracadaver,
Makes the DPS go up,
ran
but
into him.
Weakness lets the tanks are.
I don't think
less
he
healing.
decided to play here, but I just ran into him. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Did you play on Paranold? Of course, Paranold was kind of interesting because there were game developers that would play there too. Or game developers that would play on
You
Paranold
gotta
too.
join.
So like, oh man, I don't even remember the guy's name. But Ishano, do you remember Karma, the druid?
Yeah.
I mean, easy needs to turn Plagueland. Just wait.
I don't know if you remember her.
I'm the double leader.
But
I'm on my
Karma,
way
the
right now.
druid,
I just pre-potted
was
my
like
shadow.
Nice.
getting sweet with this
Bruh.
guy who was a game developer
Hey,
and an
Big
item
J,
designer.
Reminiscent get a new mark.
And
2 minutes
he
left.
would name
So,
items after her.
Lita, you
So
can
like,
go with
oh
group two,
man,
yeah.
what was it even
It's
called?
5
It was the
people.
PvP
Crazy
cape
doesn't
that had a
go.
bunch of
It's 5
resilience
mages.
on it.
It's perfect.
Let me go
It's
look it
really
up.
important that
Ignite.
shamans in melee group keep up the poison
Karma.
cleansing totem. Like, it needs to be 100% uptime if we get
Yeah, Karma's
too
Shroud
much
of
damage
Hope,
from nature
Karma's
within a way.
Grace, Karma's Ring of Fate.
What's the radius on that?
30 yards.
All of those
No.
were because
No,
she
it's-
was
I
like
think
getting
it's
with the
closer
game
than that.
designer.
Alright,
So we
well,
put all of
either
those
we'll
items in the
catch or
game
stay at
for him.
max.
And then in Wrath of the Lich King,
Oh,
I
sorry,
just
I'm
found
poison
out
cleansing
recently
totems too. I thought poison, sorry.
because I never
Poison
played
is
Wrath of the Lich King previously.
Like almost melee
Before
range,
like a private server. I was playing Wrath of the Lich
Taking
King.
nugget from the shaman.
Suddenly this staff drops called Abracadaver.
Yeah, we need
And I'm like, what?
group
That's
1.
crazy because Abracadaver was a mage in Arete. And it's like, what, what
everybody,
the hell?
you guys should
What is
know
going
what we're
on?
doing here. We're
So
gonna
I guess
call
they
out
were
groups.
buddies. Or they must have been.
That group is gonna go stack on the spore. You gotta kill it at the same time. Make sure everybody gets the buff.
Wait, we gotta listen to the explanation.
And big fucking damage. Beef is gonna call out when to use your bandages and when to use your shadow pots. Shigs is gonna call out which group to go to the spore, so just pay attention to the call outs.
So for the main part of the fight, you want us just to stack right in front of the whole entrance and then move to the other place?
You're going
or-
a little to the left.
Wait, so
and then
Ishanu,
the
were
spores
you
spawn.
still
So you
Ishanu
stand here,
in
and the spores
on
spawn
Paranold?
right there on the thing.
Okay, then once you get it, you go back.
Or did you have a different name
Did
there?
y'all pre-pot that shadow?
There's only Redonk and Vey missing the shadow pot right now. I know,
Got it.
Redrapson, sorry. Redrapson, butt dress.
Are we using health stones?
Yes.
Yep.
And Vey, do you have a pre-pot nature too?
I have one. I don't have it on yet. My
Okay,
bad.
we'll wait for it. Okay, you guys still all have Hellstone. It's really important.
I don't have room for that stuff, creepy.
No, is online.
Not sure if its computer's fixed. Might want to check before you invite.
Yeah, let's go marching one by one. Hurrah.
Huzzah.
Oh my god, if you guys would have all logged in at the same time. Fuck.
Murphy's Law.
Charlie Murphy.
Get
thought
anxious for your
Shanu looked
boys.
familiar too.
Does anybody get anxious?
Femiro. In Burning Crusade, I also had a warlock named Veldrain.
Just wanna
Undead
make sure
warlock.
everyone has it. Just want to make sure everyone has everything.
And I had more
So there might
money
be a
in
lot of
Burning
Discord
Crusade
chatter
than I
if
knew
we're
what to
calling
do
out
with.
healers
So
and
I
groups
was
and all this
literally
crap.
buying the
Yeah,
arena
we need to have
points
a clear
from
Discord
the
so
top
Beef and Shigs can talk.
from the top
It's gonna
team.
be. It's priest
I would
calling
pay
out
them 1,000 gold a
outright.
week for
This is all
top
Spash.
arena points on my warlock just to
It's
gear
only
him out.
Spashu, me, and
Because
Shakes is
why the
gonna
hell
be
not? I
talking
had like
with
15,000 gold and nothing
because
to
we're
do with
gonna
it.
be talking
Because I was one of the
almost
first
close up over
jewel
each other,
crafters on the server. Just so much money. Apparently my
Keep it
account's
brief
been
if you
hacked
have to say something.
and everything's sold,
Gonna be a
and there's
mess
like a bunch
otherwise.
of gold on a different server that I've never played on. I don't know how any of that works, but kind of made me not really want to go back for retail and reactivate.
Shaman in every group seems good, man.
So wait a second.
Wait, you have 8
Level 2
shamans.
Uh,
I remember
Naruto, I think
Ducati.
you're just gonna be healing streams all
I
you'll
remember
need because
that
they'll have no threat. Or Treacle first until they get the spore, and then you don't need to worry about Treacle. Healing stream.
Yeah, I remember Ducati.
Heals
That
me.
definitely rings a bell.
Healing stream as well. I think Nam will be healing stream as well if we can get you in here. And then every melee group needs to have poison cleansing down. Absolutely. Weapon Hearth, you need to have poison cleansing down at all times. And then 1 per strength. Same with you, man.
Sounds good.
That's about it. I'm kind of nervous.
Can you give me like a heads up on the order of
Thanks,
what we're
Nectar.
doing, like consume-wise?
I think we got it. I think we
Beef's
can do
doing it
this.
Just make sure you have it all in your bars.
It's like Greater Shadow Pot, Bandage, Greater Shadow Pot, Bandage, Hellstone, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'll call it out. Don't worry, it shows up in big wigs if you have the latest
It
version.
pops up on big wigs with a nice little jingle that you cannot miss.
What's our best try? We
the
actually
icon
haven't
in
even
your
pulled
screen.
tonight.
We'll see about that.
We haven't
I'll
even
still
pulled
count
the
it out.
boss yet tonight,
That
but
is
the
not
other
much.
night when we were just getting some not super try hard attempts in,
And mages
we got
are
him to
getting the buff
30.
first?
It's group
Group
2,
two, yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yeah, I remember Ryzak.
When's GT go since he's in tank group?
The real life friend
show
that
with
I
group
had
3.
on
Okay.
Paranold was Kazgra the warrior.
Well,
If you
actually,
remember
is
him.
Lita going with group 2 though, just to clarify.
He is.
Yes.
MP. Not
So that
bad.
means crazy
I don't
you
know
have to
everybody's
wait for
handles.
group 7. No big deal.
Can't be expected to remember everybody.
Can we eat the food?
Mums in EPL.
Still waiting on
Oh, he's really close. Shoot, well, he's got to go into rotation then. He'll be last.
Down, Dan.
Almost there, guys. We're gonna kill this guy.
Just one shot him. That's it.
Let's do it. Just follow, listen to the callouts. It's easy.
What the fuck?
Oh, we have enough
man?
heals.
I
Actually, we
like
should be
that,
fine.
Dan.
Big damage,
job.
guys. Once you get your spore debuff, there's no threat. So literally, go fucking ham.
Yeah. Just watch until your groups get it. That's it.
Aw, thanks, man.
And after that, you
Wait.
gotta refresh your buff every
Just
time.
now?
Shakes
'Cause
calls-
where's the
calls
thing?
out your group.
Where's the thing?
Enhancements, but yeah.
Fuck off, dude. No more memes.
Dan tanking the same spot as last time. Remember?
Yeah, I'm starting in the middle and turning to the right about a 30-degree angle.
I think it's a 38-degree angle.
All right. Did you bring
Get
your
it right.
protractor?
Can you give me a number crunch real quick?
Can we get
I
buffs
don't
on
believe
them
you,
and get
MP.
him a Hellstone?
Because if you had subscribed, something magical should happen, and it didn't.
Got a Hellstone. It's all good.
Maybe it's broken. I don't know.
Okay, let's get the food, guys.
I don't know if you guys have to rebuff Shadow or not. I got 4 minutes.
No,
we don't.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, of course I did.
It's non-resistible.
Alright, buff food. Let's do this
Check
shit,
your
guys.
oil. Check your oil.
Good call.
Oil changes.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be building threat if Dan.
Yo,
dies,
high
I'm
five,
gonna
guy.
be
No, this
second
isn't
in threat, so gonna switch
this
to
isn't Chronos 3.
healing.
This is on Darrowshire. There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna flask
Magical.
now. You guys can go in the room, right?
Yeah, on the left.
Alright, we're good, right?
Let's do the timer.
Armor's not gonna do me any good.
Watch your I go on this one.
Thanks for the subscribe, man.
No precast.
That is amazing.
Going. Oh, it crit. Staying here.
First is Crazy Hands.
Two ignites up. Or scorches.
No, sorry, it kills me. Then Crazy Hands now.
It's on the far side group.
Oh shit! It's on the opposite side. The spore. Move away.
Here's the
move away.
running.
Yeah,
Can we get the range?
You have to adjust
That's
position.
group 2. Group
Guys, the
3.
spore is gonna be spawning on the right, so adjust
Yeah.
position, casters.
There you go.
Alright, here we go, here we
Casters
go.
can go to the star.
We can do it. We got this.
Few piece.
Not a good spot. Back over here, sorry.
Wait a second,
Am I
Dave.
missing for it? I am missing for it. Shit.
5.
Alright.
Careful, IC.
Kupla.
Don't worry.
Wait a second, Big Dad. We're going a little fast.
Group 6.
Demo.
Killing it, group 6.
Spreadsheet.
Group 7.
Spam that shit. NVM, hold off just a second.
7, kill it.
Alright.
Fun. 8.
Blade box is next.
Group 2, get ready to get over there as soon as it dies.
Keep reapplying your curse.
Group 2, get over there.
Remember to keep your poison cleansing down. Heals me. Heals me. Heal. And then Crazy Hands heal as soon as you can.
Warriors switch to defensive stance.
Fierce Ronnie as soon as you can. Okay, we're good.
Shadow pots now. Shadow pots now.
There we go.
Everyone, shadow pots.
Up.
5.
Few.
5. Alright.
Group 6, get ready.
Warriors switch to defensive stance.
Get over here, group 6.
You need that poison
Again,
cleansing totem.
respect.
Which group is missing poison cleansing? Fate.
7.
Hoopla.
Still on timer.
What? We're going too fast. Guys need to hold off.
Defensive
Eight.
stance.
Or. Yeah, that was. Oh, it's 2. Or is it 8? 8. Alright,
Everyone
8.
bandage. Everyone bandage.
That's group 2.
Kupla. As soon as you can.
next. 3.
We're going too fast.
Warriors switch to defensive stance.
Force next.
Elstone, everyone, Elstone.
Dan said, heal Aaron.
Somebody over aggro.
How's that? How's that even possible?
Group 6. Group 7.
Is so wipe anywhere? Yeah, wipe it.
The groups have to be there before like it spawns. Like,
A lot of people miss the buff.
Yes.
Like
You gotta
you
get
can't
ready to
miss
be
the
there.
core
You can't
buff.
be running
Otherwise,
away when we say go. We need to adjust positioning too.
Yeah, that's awkward. Spawn point.
So, is there a chance that they spawn on the other side, or they always spawn?
Depends on where
It's
the
based on his position.
depends on where tanks.
it's a pussy PvE server.
Can we get our range group to
I
stack
mean,
up better?
Yeah.
It's fucked up because
No, I mean it was
we were
pretty
planning for the
awesome.
other
It was
side.
Nastarius PvE originally.
We're planning on the left side.
Then got combined with the Elysium
Guys,
project,
I
and the
moved
Elysium
back
project
and
was
used
corrupt, and they
bandage
split off into
and
Light's
still
Hope.
gets interrupted. Is
All
that
those
normal?
switches
while
and
poisoned.
things,
It's
you
because
lose
of
a
the
lot of
poison.
population.
Hold on, I
which
use
is
it when
really
when
too bad.
you call it, guys.
I would
gotta
wait the 10
first,
seconds.
we have to wait for the poison to fall.
Melee groups have it different.
So healers, I've noticed the same thing. I actually healed with the debuff still showing on my screen. I have no clue why it's doing that, but yeah.
What do you mean?
My corrupted mind said 2 minutes, and I still healed in my rotation.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
clearly not like the debuff timer was clearly wrong.
There's 2 debuffs. There's the curse of the corrupted mind, and then when you kill it procs another debuff that is the silence one. But the curse of the corrupted mind is going to be the entire fight. That's not the one that silences you. I got muted because of my add-on, by the way, so I think that was a little messy, and I didn't even have a chance to rotate shamans in.
Yeah, and I died too early, which kind of threw the rotation off, I think.
Yeah, it's really,
So-
guys, it's really important that you get the spore buff. No, people that over aggro theirs because you missed the spore buff.
As soon as you run inside, you can drink a shadow pump too.
You guys running?
Yeah, we have reses.
We're rezzing.
I died in like the middle of the room.
We can res everybody.
And Solus and ICO needs to walk back Fungal.
Figured everybody was running back.
Yeah, I'm just reloading the game. Like, I couldn't use combustion. I couldn't bandage myself. It was weird.
Rip Warlock shards. Keep trading if you need another Hellstone. But do give us a second so we can drink up. Sorry. Now you can retrade. I'll give it to you when you get it back.
Oh,
Oh
you guys
my
are
God.
wasting your shadow buffs when you guys go through the tunnel.
Isn't that nature damage?
No, it's yeah. Don't pop a shadow. if
It's the
you go
ice
to
stocks that do the mind play.
Oh,
Heal me! Puke!
Guys, why don't we have healers drop down the channel to coordinate a little better? Because I think our healers were going a little too fast.
As long as you guys can.
As long as you use your consumes and go to the groups, because.
Yeah, I can call out consumes for healers.
Yeah, but you're gonna miss out the groups though.
Yeah, the group is the most important part, I think.
Pretty obvious. I don't know.
It's not obvious. Like a lot of people didn't get the buff this attempt.
Well, they weren't paying attention then.
Put a symbol on each of the groups. Like, put a leader for each group.
Oh yeah, I remember
and
Lost
then so people
Soul.
can follow their mark.
I remember that.
Mages, how was your mana, by the way?
I also remember.
And maybe try to get the buff at some point.
What was it? Sinister was rank 14. Denzi's. I don't know if you ever played with Denzi's, but that guy always comes up in my mind all the time.
Because I got the buff because you guys didn't kill it that one time. That's why I wasn't second in trip.
Yeah, ran right into the tanks.
Yeah.
Hey, so
the group
actually,
that's next needs to get ready.
I mean, losing Dan sub like 10%.
Is there anything specific other than not over aggroing that you have to do with this fight? Well, this is a really interesting mechanic because, as it turns out, you can't over aggro it if you do it correctly. Loatheb is going to be tanked about
So,
where
is
he's
KTM
standing right
only
now,
paused
and then from the
personally
sides of the
when you got
room,
the score?
every
'Cause I know my
I think
threat
it's
was stopped going up, but I can see
every
everybody
20
else's threat going
seconds,
up.
he'll put out a spore. The deal is that we're setting it up in the groups 1 through 8. Groups. Oh yes, I definitely remember Sick Boy, the rogue.
Okay, because yeah, mine stopped at like 23k.
What
but
was I
saw
saying? Right,
everybody
the
else going up
spores.
to
We have it set up groups 1 through
120K, so I
8,
wasn't sure if it
and
was
we're
just-
cycling
it
them
only watches
through.
mine.
So you need to go stand on the spore when it's killed, at which point you will get increased crit chance by 50%, and you'll get reduced threat by 100%. Seems good, right? You cannot pull aggro as long as you have that debuff, and that debuff is 2 minutes long. So, it
guys, we need
works
to be a
out.
little better at getting over when your group is called to kill the spore.
It works out
You need to
that.
be there before it's.
So,
Oh,
obviously,
whiskey! I
just
do
pay
remember
attention
whiskey.
to the
Whiskey
group
and Sinister.
when they get
Those
called
guys
out,
were the
you need to
PvPers.
start thinking about moving
High
over right
Warlord
away.
whiskey with
As
his
soon as it
pig
dies, you
sticker.
need to
I
move
remember that.
Like as one dies, the other group should be funneling
Right,
into
so
where
we.
it was.
Exactly.
The
And
other
our job is to make sure that you're standing on top of the spore.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
When
I'm
it
gonna
pops.
face him the same direction.
It only has like 5 health, so everybody needs to be standing there, and then it pops,
So
and
that it'll
then
spawn on
it
the
makes a
right
cloud, and everybody in range gets the debuff, where you get 50% crit, but you get 0% threat.
I guess the
So
casters
everybody
should be
but
just to the
tanks
right
wants
of the
that.
board then.
And then there are a couple of other mechanics where the healers can't heal for pretty much the whole fight. They can't heal because it reduces 100 effective healing by 100%.
If you don't have a health
Except
stone, you're
for
doing it
a
wrong.
very short window. That's the impending
Trade
doom,
blocks for health
which does a
stones.
bunch of damage when it finishes.
Save your life.
So immediately after impending doom,
Yeah, save your potion.
everybody takes a
cooldowns
bunch
for
of
the second shadow.
damage. That's when we're hitting bandages and shadow protection potions and health stones and mana health potions. Because that's a very short window. I think you get 10 seconds to heal before you can't do it again.
Needs to be off
For
for a while.
another 30 seconds, I think it is. So yes, there's a lot of self-healing. Got to make sure to be on the spores. And then it is a DPS race because impending doom will do more and more damage every time. It'll just end up killing you. Yeah, you only get to heal 1 every minute. Yeah, it's a minute, not 30 seconds. My bad there.
Alright,
Yeah,
it's
a
on
timing
Master
thing for the
Looter now. We
debuff.
can kill it
And
now,
then it's
guys.
just go
It's all good.
hard as hell. It's just
Everybody
put
was
out
messing around
absolutely
most
as
of
much
the time.
damage as you possibly can because it is a
I don't know.
DPS
Fate
race.
doesn't have Scared on.
It is a DPS race, so we just got to get in there and burn the shit out of them.
I'm not even gonna try to rotate shamans into mage group right now until it doesn't seem to be a problem.
Yeah, there's a very small window for healing. So all the healers need to top up the tanks and the raid,
Okay, look at the.
but everybody needs to be doing their own self-healing as well. Shadow protection potions, health stones, whipper root tubers, and and health potions.
5 is triangle. 6
Because
is
the impending doom is shadow damage. So the best one you could possibly get is
7
the
square.
shadow protection potion, which protects against 2 to 3,000 shadow damage.
Yep.
1950 to 3250. 2 to 3,000 ish.
Melee is the only thing I can say. If you see you have the poison on you, just wait until it's gone before bandaging, I think.
Alright, after we have the first minute of spacing down and heals, you can heal on as soon as your cooldown is up. If we've done the spacing correctly, there should be constant heals going in every 5 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds. Just the first minute is critical that we make sure that we're all spaced an even amount apart, so there's constant heals in the tank.
Make sure to refresh that poison totems for melees.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know you could do that. I didn't know it was a rolling debuff for the heals.
So we're good?
It's called
Should be good.
Corrupted Mind.
Of food.
You have 39 Shadow Pot.
You can see it, Veep. Say who it is.
Say it.
No.
You got it.
He's got
No
one.
flask.
You got it.
Your list is wrong.
It wasn't updated yet.
Flask,
Updates every 20 seconds.
My whole group is flasked.
Guys, it's on the right side.
Fungal's flask.
Everybody on the right.
Thorax flask. Palmiche's
Casters
flask.
can be at the moon.
Okay, eat your food.
Go to the same spot, Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna run straight and turn to the right.
Let's have a nice clean stack, boys.
Just make sure you think it to the same spot as earlier.
It's a nice clean fight.
And
So when you guys, when we're calling out groups, the spore should like almost die on the green area over there. Like as soon as it's up, everybody should be there. You should kill it, get out. The next group should be moving in. Because there's not a lot of. If we're grouped right here, we have to.
Hey,
kill it
Shano, I don't know if you
right away,
remember
otherwise it's just gonna
Utgard
start
Loki.
moving towards the right group.
You remember that guy? Warlock?
How much HP does it have? Do we know?
It will get one shot.
Because I still hang out with him, and with Alucard, and with Kazgra.
Like, not much health.
All
You ready?
those guys are near me.
Alright, do the pull timer.
Ready, guys? Going in.
Group 2, get ready.
Watch it.
Watch aggro.
Versus heals me.
Caster should back up.
Seconds, crazy hands.
Big.
Oh, what the fuck? Out there over aggro.
B-res him?
No, it's fine.
The boss to the left over?
Group 4.
Next is Priest Rory.
Okay, well, that's a pretty big
Get over
DPS loss right there.
Yuriko, wait a second.
You want to call it, Crypt?
Alright, heal
I
on
don't
Yuriko.
care. I just did it because nobody was. Group
Bud,
5.
heal.
Get over there.
Duke Feast. Go ahead.
Missed my call, so I just had to go do it anyway. So I could get in on
Okay,
that.
go ahead. As soon as possible.
Group 6.
God, it's like having recklessness
Hey,
100% of the
Go
time.
ahead.
That's fucking awesome.
We gotta slow down. Way slow. Pull weight, and then heal.
Focus go off dispatch it, because
7.
Yep, sorry, group 7. Get over
Big
there
Dad,
now.
go ahead. Wait a second. Just try and reduce as much OD as you can.
Give those crits.
Demol. Give it a second. Alright, you can heal.
Group 8.
Indium, you're next. Wait as long as you can to heal.
I can't use the boxes. Boxes has to do it.
Group 2, get ready.
Boxes, get ready to heal. Just wait as long as possible. Heal now.
Group 3, get ready.
Numb. You're up.
I think you're falling behind, Dispatch.
Oh, that was absolutely
It's fine, I'm just
the
looking
wrong
at the
button.
boss's life.
Group 4, get ready.
Well, that was
Warriors
No.
defensive
fail right
stance.
there.
No, after the debuff.
heals me, Stern.
Warriors
Yeah,
defensive
heals me.
stance.
Go. Crazy hands go as well.
Everybody pop a shadow pot. Shadow pot. Shadow pot.
5, get ready.
Priest Roni.
This is actually going pretty well.
There we go.
Group 6, get ready.
Warriors be ready to go defensive
Love and
stance.
Hearth.
Group 7, get
Two
ready.
piece. Loki.
That spore is not getting killed, guys. You guys weren't over there.
Group 8, get ready.
Fate, you're next, but wait, Fate. Wait a
Defensive
second.
stance.
Wait, Fate. Alright, go now.
Group 2.
Bandage, yeah.
Everybody bandage, bandage, bandage.
Goopla, wait a second. Go now.
Group 3. Over there.
Big Dad, heal. And double heal as soon as possible.
Warriors get ready to defensive stance.
4, ready.
Indian, you're gonna be next.
Health tone.
Everybody else stone, L-stone.
Group 5,
Foxes,
get ready.
you're next. Foxes heal.
Cheers.
Oh shit.
Cheers.
I realized I missed my thing.
Crazy hands, you're next.
Group 6, get ready.
That
That's
was my
okay.
heal skipping crazy.
That's okay though.
Defensive
I
stance. get
fixed
ready.
it.
Miracle, you're next.
Group 7.
Everybody shadow pot and bandage. Shadow pot and bandage.
Open Hearth, you're next. Now.
Shadow pot, guys.
7.
Everybody needs to pop one.
That's twice group 7, what the hell?
8, get ready.
Get ready for defensive stance.
Goopla, I think you're next.
Group 2.
There is no group 2 anymore. Sub leader.
Group 3,
Big
get
Dad.
ready.
There you go.
Group 4, get ready.
Defensive stance.
Rep
Bandage.
inevitable doom.
Oh boy.
Group 5.
Do you get
Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah,
those
feeling
people
is
are
good
dying
quality.
early. That doesn't really make any sense.
Oh, too many people died.
%30.
Yeah, but
Best attempt.
it's the like everybody in the raid needs to pop the consumables when we call it. Like you can't pop anything else than the consumes were saying. Like I saw out since I was dead,
Don't mind that.
I was checking, and I didn't see everyone pop shadow pot when I said it. Need to pop it, otherwise it's a wipe. Even if you're a healer, don't pop mana pots. You
I don't
can't
know,
pop mana
it might
pots.
be a timing issue or something, or people are using other consumes. Yeah, because
Yeah, you just
I
can't.
was at when I saw a bunch of people die to that inevitable doom. I was at like 3/4 health, like so.
Yeah, that's why you gotta follow the order, otherwise you're dead. If you miss one order, you're dead.
Alright, guys, we should be able to rest here. Most of us. I think the boss has a low aggro range.
I'm gonna be better about it. I'm gonna use the consumes faster. Make sure that I got them ready. What else can I do? I need to make sure that I'm getting on my
But yeah,
calls.
it's all about consumables. If we lose people to the doom, we can't make the DPS race.
Wrong one, Pomichi. Whoops.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure that a little faster on the
Well, sometimes you get
consumes.
unlucky and your pot, Greater Shadow, absorbs only the minimum instead of the maximum, so you get unlucky in that.
Yeah, no, I was missing my spores. I know.
Can we
I know.
farm
I
some
was
shards
too.
once we're ready?
I was too busy about trying to put out max deeps that I wasn't watching the timer. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, trade the warlocks for health stones.
You don't have enough space, Jins.
The, the buff groups look better at the start, but towards the end, we missed a lot of the raid buffs.
Yeah, it's the healer groups, myself included. Will just was focusing on our things. We need to make sure to pay attention to that. And the spores don't have much health. Like we can just run over there, be prepared, and kill them when they come up. So
Yeah, you can still heal from that position.
Yep.
I'm not sure what they
Apparently-
have, but it's definitely under 1,000.
Apparently, Moonfire doesn't kill it.
Oh. Well, then it's probably like 500 or 600 or something.
But that group was really a lot better, though.
Yeah, the groups were a lot better though. Yeah. I mean,
It's just at the end.
What's happening there? Or you guys just thinking you don't need it?
No, they were just busy, like they said, focusing on.
I don't know what happened, Dan. I don't know. Over aggro.
Everyone in Group 7's a healer. Like
My-
Leaf is going with Group 2, so like, and Voxus is helping heal on this still. So.
Diggs, you can kill them.
Oh, not when they're hitting me.
Oh, do they actually hit that hard? Because
They hit for 800.
can we get some like mages over here that can kill these things easily?
Yeah.
It's cool. We got puke.
Yes, but Sheep has greater shadow protections if you guys need them.
Yeah.
You have to pay though. Nothing
Who
for
does?
America.
No free lunch.
About 2 gold each.
Can I have a couple of stacks?
And only if you need them.
Worth like what?
Exactly.
4 gold.
Thank you.
Only if you need them. Come on, guys.
Don't be shy, guys. Just trade them, buy them.
Crip, stop.
We need them.
Yeah, if you need them, we can't kill this boss without it.
You need
Yeah, there's
3
no
of them.
exceptions.
You're breaking my bank. Here.
Dispatch, did you notice that I put up that timer? Like, did that help at all? It helped me the first time we were doing this. Like, it gives us a good pace. Like, I noticed we were going slow on the first round, which is totally okay. But just saying, we were going real slow on the first round, and then it started speeding up, of course. But
Okay, so do you think we should go faster in the first round? Or
no, we should go as slow as we can. Like, but
Yeah.
as slow
because
as
it's more
Although I have to say, Dan, you went down to 1 health, 1 fucking health at one point. I saw that shit.
I just closed my eyes on this fight. I can't watch.
Alright. Let's go, Summon B.
Dan, were you popping armor pots?
Probably not
no,
the best place to summon, but hey, who?
I do 1 rage in the beginning and then the rest, whatever the rotation. The shadow pots.
Okay, did you have your cooldown for the first shadow pot?
Yeah, because it's at
Okay.
2 minutes, right?
Okay, yeah. So I guess you can pop armor pot on pool, or maybe a rage pot.
Trade your warlocks. I know you guys don't have them.
Yo, GT, can I get a health stone?
It's up to you. I just
Yeah, I can
I
trade
have
you
no
some
hits,
spots.
so I can't.
I mean, I think you did. It was fine.
Can I get a health
Just use
stone?
the rage spot.
Yeah, reopen. Sorry.
Yeah, as long as you have your cooldown, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's all.
You went Imp Cleave? You went Imp Cleave and didn't go Battle Shout? Chops, I don't
Well,
get
you got
that.
the good ones.
That doesn't make any sense. Because your Cleave does +5 damage right now,
Carry a
so
1200
20%
one,
more
so
on
if there's
+5
one
is
in
like
a lower
1.
rank.
You got 1 more damage
So
on your
carry 3
Cleave
of them, but I
bonus.
don't think there's anybody that's won it too.
So
Definitely
about
would have gone
heals,
attack power.
it's important that you get your crit buff.
Yep.
Don't be like me. You missed
Well,
the crit buff.
honestly, Spatch, I noticed the same thing the other time when I was trying to call them out all
I actually
individually,
thought about
like,
going with
even just simply getting your crit buff. Like
the
it's kind of a bit. It becomes a bear when you're
thought
trying
about
to
going
manage
Blood
too many
Craze.
different things. So.
Yeah, when we're together, are we together right
Yeah.
now? I didn't think so.
Kind of sucks.
Oh, that doesn't look way better though.
I actually thought about going with Blood Craze for leveling,
So you pop the
because
consumes and get the buff rotation.
then you get to heal yourself if you're soloing, but that might not make any sense because it's only 3%. It's probably
And,
not
you
enough to
can
make it
get,
worth it.
Shitty RNG, and your pot only absorb like 1.9k instead of 3.2. So that sucks.
Now what?
Should be good to eat the fruit here. Right?
Perma, are you going with health
yet.
then?
H. Shadow
Shamans.
Pot, guys.
I see some shamans without shadow pots.
We need shadow
So,
pots on people.
Group
or you
2
will die.
died. Group 2 died pretty quickly. Do you want to throw a warlock in there for the pet? Just know our groups.
I think so, man. They just died.
Well, I fucked up my bandage. That's one.
Yeah,
Just
but
know
still,
your groups, boys.
It's gonna help a lot. They have extra HP.
And Lita too. He only has 3.5 buff.
Oh yeah, let's get him in a group.
If you guys need like chops and Rumsey Rum, like I got
I got
extra.
chops.
So last pull you said pop shadow pop, but I still had mine pre-pot up. Is that? I mean, is there like ticking shadow damage or something? That...
Repop, so it refreshes.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, the
You're-
impending doom
you're-
is the shadow.
You're gonna have to take 3 shadow pots. Like
So if it doesn't break, that means it absorbed the full thing, and you want to refresh it to get another pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means you most likely got a good
2.2K.
shadow buff.
Yeah.
You got like the 3k or whatever, and it didn't all tick off from the debuff. So
You do have to replace it no matter what.
but yeah, you should replace it. Otherwise, you're gonna have like 200 damage left.
Does anyone does not have any shadow pots left or something?
I passed out 15 already. I'm down to 9.
Just asking.
That's
I
what
want
sounds
to see. I want to see 40 and 40.
please,
Okay, everybody
speak
has
up
one.
if
40
you
out of
need
40.
shadow pots. Like
Yeah, if you don't have one, you need to get one. You need to get 3 for each pull.
Yeah, it's true.
I would rather have to farm more Fade Leaf and Grave Moss than have people die for no good reason. Just saying.
Lita and Icy High, you guys have stamp food or?
Yeah,
I do not.
I do.
Okay. Who doesn't have one?
Lita.
Okay.
Mages, you want some stem food?
I'm waiting until we get ready to pull the mine.
Alright.
You have some Rumsey Rum? I can give some to casters that don't have it.
I got Lita. I got it for 2 attempts. So.
Did Envium just DC or something?
Yeah, but I'm reconnecting.
Okay.
It's a tough fight. Gotta be prepared and focused. kind of nervous.
You need food too, I see.
No, I see.
No beef. Hook me up with some of the Rumsey.
You guys think I should
Yeah,
put on like
you're
more of my
not
stamina
wrong,
boost gear,
Zeus.
too?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, might help a little bit.
Yeah, you don't
Yes.
need crit gear, Lita, because you get crit from the spores.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
just stack spell power.
Straight still spell
Oh,
power spam.
that's
spam.
actually
Oh, you need a.
that's actually a really good point.
Like the glacial gear.
My T1 bracer
Oh, yeah.
gave me like 2
Oh, did
more
I not
stamina than
bring
what I'm
it?
wearing.
Did
Oh,
I put
yeah,
it in the
almost ready.
bank? I put it in the bank. Shit.
I think healers are alright.
So I need to start bringing my T2 in here now.
Isn't there a breakpoint you want to hit? Like 4,500 health?
It depends on the RNG on the shadow pots, yeah? The average,
At the end, so you can
4740
take an
right
extra one. When you don't
Yep.
have any.
Oh, well, there is a ring that I would have swapped out, but other than that, I'm looking
It's
pretty
like
good
a
here. 22 AP versus 48 would have been nice because the 1% crit isn't gonna matter
I think
at
the
all.
positioning was really good though last time.
Yeah, we just
Like
need
this,
to keep the
But everything
rotation
else
up.
looks real good here.
So guys, now that you've seen the fight, make sure you're getting over there for the spore.
I think too, if you notice a spore moving towards you and it's not your group, move away from it.
Just wish my shirt would stay down because that's really distracting and weird on camera. Why do I have a webcam?
Entomb. Okay. We're going, guys.
first is gonna be heals me, and then crazy hands.
Omen motherfucking gaming.
Go.
Poison cleansing.
Watch your thread here, guys.
Stay in here.
Group 2, get ready.
Crazy hands.
Group 3, get ready.
Priest of money. Nero goes next.
I haven't popped it. Wait.
Okay, just hold on.
Alright, now clutch.
Group 4, get ready.
Bob and Hearth, no?
Well, no, on this fight, man, the whole deal is that you get a debuff that increases crit by 50%. So, you can trade out your crit gear
5, get ready.
for more AP, and you should probably net
Okay, so
more
you just wait.
damage.
There you go.
Group 6, get ready.
Fate's on you. Goopla as well. Feel free. Goopla now.
Scorch is amazing.
Big Dad. Soon. Wait a little bit, Big Dad.
I had to go.
Oh, Demol. It's on you now.
Group 8, get ready.
I went. NVM, you're next.
Going.
Did you just hold on a second? Yeah, just hold on a second. Put in the boxes, you're weak.
Group 2, get ready.
Now wait as long as you can.
Scorch off.
Group 3, get ready.
Crazy hands, you're next. Or heals me, you're next. And then crazy hands soon.
Group 4, get ready.
Remember to reapply your poison totems.
That was
Who's ready?
mine, you're up clutch.
Shadow bots, everyone. Shadow bots.
Group 5, get ready.
Nero, Bob and Harf, go. And Puke, Fuse, go.
That's too many.
Group 6, get ready.
Spooky, whenever. Fate, whenever. Goopla, whenever. Big Dad, hold off a little bit. Just wait as long as you can.
7, get ready.
Yo, poison cleansing totems need to be down.
7, get ready.
The mold, did you go? Just hold off if you haven't.
Group 8,
Go with them all.
8.
Warriors,
Done.
get ready. Defensive stance.
Indian, hold up. Alright, go Indian.
2, get ready.
Oh,
Everyone
fuck.
bandage.
I died.
Okay.
Bandage.
Boxes. See you now. Alright, none. None, go. Heals being crazy hands, go.
3, get ready.
Both of you heal. Okay, good. Chris Roney, just wait a sec.
4,
Warriors,
get ready.
defensive stance.
Clutch.
Everybody
hold.
Elfstone.
Alright, go clutch. Nice, nice. Alright, guys. Open heart here, it's up to you now. Duke, heal as well.
5,
As soon as you can. Goki, hold up.
group 6, get ready.
Alright, Goki.
Warriors, defensive stance soon.
Fate, it's on you.
Shadow pods and bandage.
You guys run away before you got the buff.
Group 7, get ready.
You got it.
Fate's on you.
Bandage, bandage, shadow pods, shadow pods.
Go play heal now.
7.
Big Dad. Big Dad, wait.
Group 8, get ready.
8 before was an extra warlock. I can get one. Not no big deal.
Defensive stance.
Big Dad.
Warrior.
I went.
Stimul's on you.
Group 2, get ready. 2 is up.
It's on me.
Group 3, get ready.
Boxes next.
Oh,
Indian's dead
what in
bots.
the
You're
hell?
next.
What have I
And then
done?
you're next.
Oh,
Warriors,
that
defensive
is.
stance.
Well, that's bad.
4, get ready.
Heal me in crazy hands.
Okay.
Everybody bandage.
Fuck, I fucked that up.
5,
Chris
get ready.
Roney.
Alright, pop mine, clutcher next.
Shit, I didn't get that bandage off in time. Shit.
And this is pretty much the wall here.
Yeah, that's it.
This is where we need to meet the DPS requirement to kill him at this point here.
We need to do 20% more
Health
damage.
stone.
Yep.
Well, okay, so we gotta change
So,
that,
no,
right?
for me, my
Now,
We actually
bandage,
well,
of it. But yeah.
my bandage
shit.
cooldown was not up for that for the second.
It
Needed
means
bandage.
bandage.
Got a bandage.
Just later.
Is that it?
I did this time. It was like right there.
I mean, if you're a little late, that's not.
I mean, it's
no,
it's
no
still
one pop
fine.
up. I've got a soul stone. I think I might be too close though. Let me try it.
I think we you're missing DPS.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah,
Because
we're
we
definitely
actually-
ahead of the heal time.
How is Jin's
dispatch.
that far
I
ahead?
was putting it out when I was healing,
That's
and it was
crazy.
the 60 seconds was long gone after.
Yeah,
before my next
20% short. Not only 20% short, but that's also execute phase. So 20% goes pretty
I noticed there were some
quick
people that were poisoned in the middle of
usually.
that. Is someone not putting down a poison cleansing totem?
We have a nightfall entomb.
That's gotta be down.
Yeah, but Bubbenhearth is a fucking elemental shaman. Or a enhanced shaman. He's doing as much damage as the tanks.
Like that wall that we hit there, like that's where like right after we bandaged, right after I finished my cast, it was like boom, my health dropped back down.
Yeah, it's because it starts spamming like every 20 seconds the shadow damage.
Just need more DPS.
We actually survived. I think the whole almost everyone was up. Just need more damage.
I'm gonna cut boxes from the heal rotation, so Envium after you it's none.
Yeah, I don't know why Palmiche is so low. I don't.
One of the things that
Robin
I
Hearth is
noticed though, is we had a
elemental.
couple healers die.
I don't know why these rogues are so low.
Kind of messed up our rotation. So
I'm gonna suggest that we.
like I know it's kind of shitty. Sometimes it's your turn to heal,
it.
and you have to get that heal off at the same time you're supposed to be taking a shadow pot or something, and it sucks. But just gonna have to kind of deal with it and make sure you survive because we need everyone up.
It pops up on the screen in game if you have big wigs.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
it's
you're
like an
not
icon,
wrong,
but
but I
usually
think
the first thing is
I think it's
2 minutes into
probably
the
more
fight, it'll ask you to
important
use a shadow pot,
to
and then
make
about
sure
30
that we
seconds
get
after
it.
that you get a bandage, and then after that
It's
it'll be
more important to make sure that we
your
get
health stone, then it's bandage
the
again,
spore
and then
than
it's
the
shadow
5 seconds that we're standing there
Okay.
waiting for it. It's not like we're waiting a minute for it or
If you
anything.
didn't get the latest version
should
of
be
Big
fine.
Wigs, it shows when to take it.
Yeah, basically after the first shadow pot, you just want to use that on cooldown, and
Whoops.
then bandage. Basically, as soon as the first ones are done, you just do them on cooldown almost. Like whenever I hear someone yell out bandage yourself, I usually have like 1 or 2 seconds left on my previous one.
Bag spot demo.
Oh, it wasn't showing it. Never mind.
Alright, I'll be back in a second while we wait for everybody to get back in here.
Is there a warlock I can get a soul or health stone?
Trade any of them.
Sweet.
So what's the problem with the damage?
We're lacking.
How can we
Healers
have
need to
more?
do more.
We're full.
Yeah, basically the point that we got to in the fight there is when your cooldowns don't match up, and you just either have them dead or we basically die because we can't keep up with potions and stuff anymore.
So we gotta somehow do 20% more damage in the time we fight.
Well, we get world buffs tomorrow.
But we're full. And well, we need less healing?
I guess we need
I guess so. We're switching boxes to DPS.
And we gotta
we're gonna
optimize
switch.
DPS. Maybe like would need even something like N2 needs to respec or some shit, more damage, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's 1 tank fight.
Just 2 tanks max.
I mean, I am keeping up Thunderclap the entire fight, and I'm
Yeah,
putting
I
on
know.
the armor debuff for all the melee.
I mean, I could do that. And still stay second in threat. Since there's no threat, really.
Is everybody getting the spore debuff? Or buff?
Yeah, that part looked pretty good.
How was the ignites? Pretty good.
Was Voxus keeping up shadow weaving? I wasn't really paying attention.
No, he was healing.
Let's try it again, and we'll see, I guess.
Okay, so that'll help a little bit.
That will definitely help.
That'll make a difference. He's gonna be fully keeping up shadow weaving. I don't know. It looks like most of the healers are doing reasonable damage in between, but just don't forget to throw out some damage abilities in between your 1 minute heal. So
Keep up those searing totems, hate shamans.
Warriors can't die when you do for execute.
Really, nobody can die until we hit the wall.
Yeah, but a rogue dying versus a warrior is huge.
Try to optimize your gear, guys. I don't know.
Healer's gotta start doing a lot more damage.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Are you guys doing anything like? Do you guys feel like
dude,
you
I'm
could
smiting like a motherfucker over here, yo. I did 26,500. Woo!
Buki's not getting a crit buff.
Locks, you might be able to break your Bloodvine, because that crit bonus doesn't really matter. Like, swap your pants out.
For what?
Like 2.5.
Oh, don't have it.
Yeah, I'm just AFK.
I don't know. You don't want to lose hit either, though.
Yeah, I wish we could
Lose
replace the
bubble
hunters
hit.
with fire mages. I wish we could replace a lot of people, but that's just not really an option.
I'm with Palmage and Vevictus in a couple rooms before.
Oh, well, summon you guys.
Get hailstones, guys.
I'm still showing like everybody dead or something.
I got Vay.
We're all low.
Does someone get Palm?
Much better.
Warlocks, try to time your Shadow Ward out with the Inevitable Doom. Makes a big difference.
The cooldown's quick enough to where you can do it every single one.
If you haven't, you should have pre-potted Shadow already. Just saying.
I have a Soulstone on Fate too.
Everybody needs some Rumsey for discipline.
No, he's re-logging an add-on. I don't have Rumsey, but I got Green Grog. Is that not good enough?
That's good.
That's so bad.
I got the Chimeric Chops as well.
Chimeric chops, like tea.
Chimeric, whatever. However you say it.
I don't know. I kind of like chai.
Can we get Ford and Bubbenhurt?
Okay, but no spirit.
This might be it with Voxus as Shadow. Field.
I mean, I've got faith in Warlocks, but 20%.
Well, no, but with him DPSing as well too. I mean, that's
Well, you
5%,
need to bring him to like
4 or 5% just as
We need
himself.
like 2 more DPS.
No, I think healer's gonna do a lot more damage now.
Yeah, you're shooting them flaming arrows.
Plus, that is true. We didn't even get him to execute range.
Well, even with healers optimized, that's at best like 2.5–3% more damage. Voxus is equal to more than that though, and he'll be buffing the blocks more. So
We'd mostly need the melee lock.
All right.
But if we get them there quicker, then yeah.
Come
Are we ready?
on.
Need
Let's get in
everyone
there.
alive.
Let's see.
I need a fort on Longwood, please.
Where's
Wolf
Jordan
movers.
with that dragon?
I don't have my chicken either.
Pathetic.
Oh, if Jorg was here with his
Arcanite.
I brought a battle
Arcanite
chicken.
dragon.
I got a battle chicken if we give me 30 seconds to summon it.
I don't think it will. You can kill by the poison there.
Well,
Anybody
we're
have
gonna
a,
find out.
It could still squawk once. What else?
All right.
It takes
You ready?
15
Time
times.
No, hold on. Give it another 20 seconds.
Hopefully it's not gonna aggro the boss.
It will.
Get ready to go with that. Just okay.
Hang on. Somebody just traded me for Hellstone.
I guess everybody in
ready?
Yeah, make sure you have a health stone. Your life depends on it.
Anybody have an Arcanite dragon like any ancient?
We good?
I'm ready.
All right.
Did not aggro the boss. Chicken out.
Okay.
Going.
Go.
Watch aggro.
Let's do it.
Two, get ready.
Heals me first.
Battle chicken.
Poison cleansing.
Damage go.
Crazy hands. Heals me. Peace, Ronnie.
Gonna watch that
Come on,
threat
guys.
for
You
this
gotta be a little bit faster
part.
here.
Group 3, get ready.
Clutch. Open hearth. 2 piece go.
Group 4, get ready.
Loki. This is way too fast. Alright. Slow down. Fate, slow down. Wait as long as you can to heal.
Group 5, get ready.
More strength totems. Good luck, wait. Wait longer. Big Dad, he'll be next. Big Dad, wait.
Haven't got hit.
Okay.
Group 7, get ready.
I'm still up.
Wait them all.
Should go big.
Alright, put them all.
Group 8, get ready.
That's big.
Oh. Okay. If this is you, then just give it a second.
Group 2, get ready.
Mages.
Yes, mushroom.
Alright,
I see
so-
it. I see it.
3, get ready.
Again, wait. Just wait.
What are recast times in a second?
4, get ready.
It's on you again, but just.
This is awkward.
Oh shit! I didn't get it.
What recast times?
Warriors defensive stance. Shadow bots, everyone.
5, get ready.
Alright, now go. Oh, okay. It's you. Now you're next.
Oh fuck! I went because you said.
I thought maybe we need to be.
You didn't need healing. Why'd you recast times?
Heals me. You're up now.
6, get ready.
Warriors defensive stance.
Crazy hands, heal. Priest running is next.
Group 7, get ready.
Go priest. Alright, clutch, you'll be next. Pretty safe to go now. Poison cleansing totems, guys.
Group 8, get ready.
Reapply. Clutch, go. Open hearth, go.
Stance.
And cubicle will be next.
Mages.
Everybody bandage.
Group 2, get ready.
Bandage. Fate, you'll be next. Fate, go.
Group 3, get ready.
Diplo, go. Yo, oh my god. Alright, hold on a second now. Big dead.
Group 4, get ready.
Fuck!
Warriors defensive stance.
Alright, Big Dad, tell me when you went.
I already went.
Elstone, Elstone.
What?
Group 5, get ready.
God, that's aggravating.
Go now.
Why do I keep missing that buff?
Indian, you can heal. Nam, you can heal
It's
now.
not okay. That is a massive DPS
heal.
loss just by not being in the right
Warriors
place at the
defensive.
right
Heal me.
time.
And Crazy Hands, you'll be next.
Everybody, shadow
Seven,
pot
get
and
ready.
bandage.
Chris Ronnie, you're next.
Shit, I didn't get the shadow pot.
Crazy Hands, go ahead.
What is going on?
Group 7. Group 8.
Clutch. Up north.
Group 2, get ready.
Take fist.
Already went. Spooky.
Loki. Fate, you're next.
Group 3, get ready.
Diplo, you're next.
I get it. Fuck.
Now wait a second. Hold off on your heels.
Group 4, get ready.
I
Some-
want Big Dad's next.
Alright, Big Dad, just... Alright, Big Dad, you can go.
Bandage.
Demo.
5, get ready.
Oh shit, I fucked that up.
Wait.
I didn't wait for the poison to drop.
Alright, Demo. I'm dead, so NVM, you're next.
I'm dead, so Num. Oh wait, Num's dead.
Num's dead. Crazy and heals me.
Christ.
Priest, is this too fast?
Health
That's a
stone.
big old rip. 10-4 rocket.
Yeah, we hit the wall again. No, we hit the wall.
That was the wall.
Same percent.
No, we're
No,
at
it was the
25.
same.
Exactly the same.
No, we're at 25 when we wiped earlier.
Okay,
We did 6% more.
Aggression.
I'm a little close, so I'm gonna try popping. Oh.
I think there's a few things we could optimize a little bit, like because I notice now that people have kind of figured out how to get to the group or kill the spore fast. Like I noticed there's some melee that go over there and they kind of stand around for a few seconds. Like it's not that you're doing it wrong, but I think if you would go at the last second for the melee groups, like
Yeah, melees.
I don't know how to time that better, but
Melees can.
does anybody know the time in between the spawns, like after one dies?
Yeah, it shows up on bigwigs.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, I missed the buff twice, even when I was standing by it. So it would
Stand on there and take it, Ray.
That means too many people
probably
are
makes sense to
I haven't seen anyone
stand there waiting, then miss it.
I watched GT do it. I'm not putting fingers on
That
saying,
means, Vay, that means there's 6 people that went.
Yeah, it only buffs 5. So somebody went and didn't belong.
Our melee.
Switch ship there as well at that point. Switch ship and GT there.
Well, I'm in group 3.
That's 6 people going negative.
Oh, that's the issue then.
There we go.
Our melee's release or run back.
I don't think healers were originally in their group the group for running, so now that they are, things need to be reworked.
I would go over the spore rotation again. 'cause
I'm
they-
pretty
they
sure
keep
we
different.
can res melee, so it should be good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Andy. Well, apparently the deal is that it only
Shit, my
buffs
bad.
5 people at a
Which group am I
time.
in?
Shadows stop
No, and
most
it's
people
not.
like
It's not about that. It
so
happens
what's the-
immediately after he dies.
So does that
I honestly have I have 3 attempts in me. That's it.
No, we don't have enough time for 3 even, so
Yeah, it's probably if we do one more, that's it.
we might be able to squeeze another one in, but I don't know
Man, that was a brutal one. I got a low roll on all 3 of my shadows. Rip.
No, Andy, that's not what's going on. We just figured it out. It wasn't that I was running away too quickly. It wasn't that I was there too late.
I think
If we push him into, if we push him into,
that was no more damage. It was 20% both times.
No, we had a lot less people dead at that point, though.
Yeah, it only buffs 5 people at a time, and we had 6 people standing there, which was why I missed it twice. So the problem there is that when I missed it, I went and stayed. I stayed for the next round, which means that I screwed somebody else out of it.
If you buck recklessness at 20%, you're just gonna die.
So pop wreck after your first spore.
Yeah, I think so. Because if you get damage increase at the end, like you're just gonna get one shot.
What about Death Wish? What about Death Wish at 20?
Yeah, you need to time Death Wish in between the shadow things.
You can get Death Wish.
Iron, after your first call to defensive stance, we keep the defensive stance or we change?
Yep.
until your
No, you're right, Gary. Totally right.
Defensive stance just when the shadow damage goes out. And
Problem is, I don't know how to fix that
less.
problem.
20.
Yeah, we got some low DPS, and I don't know how to fix it.
Berserker stance here, defensive stance.
Palmiche should be higher. Solace should be
Quick
higher.
butts.
GT Pace should be higher.
So when you see the debuff, like 1 second about to go off, just hit defensive.
Like, yeah, anybody under Azotos, basically. Yeah, you're right. Under 140,000 damage. Anybody under Azotos should be
I'm just calling it out in that
way higher.
in before, so you're aware it's coming up.
Guys, if you don't have shadow pots, trade Spashib, buy them.
I'm running very low.
Low.
So, yeah.
So now you guys know you're gonna need at least 20.
Is there a healer that wants to come back to the maggot room so we can get shards and maybe res puke?
No, I don't need it.
Does anybody else have extra shadow pots still? For people that don't have them?
I have a few, not a lot to hand out, but I have.
Oh, I know. So the guys who are
Yeah, this is our last attempt. I got 6 that I can give out. So.
yeah, so the guys who are low damage here are the ones that died really early. That's who they are.
It's a tough boss, man.
It is.
So warriors, let's try it this time. Once you get your spore, just pop wreck. And well, wreck would just give us 100% crit, but
I guess.
Envium. How'd you
Or
get
you
out
can pop the orc buff. What's it called?
well, yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. This is on Darrowshire.
You gotta summon Envium.
He's here. Oh.
Yeah, he's at the
Never mind. Rip.
That's a tough ass DPS wall, dude. Waiting to buy world buffs.
Crouch.
Pretty much how I feel.
I'm sorry.
That means we need to change our rate comp and a few other things then.
Another thing we need to do, guys, is we need you guys to sign up for raids on Friday so we can do AQ40 or BWL and get our DPS up.
Probably get a Elstone pre-bot shadow.
After this, I'm good.
Was Lita AFK or something?
I don't know. I rezzed him a few times.
He's offline.
Is he? Is he on Discord?
I don't see him.
He's
He's not gonna get his 20% DPS.
No, I think I'm just gonna wave at Envium.
How did you get down there?
Just jumped.
Alright.
Thanks, Ram.
Yeah, so the other tanks
So,
are already
what's
doing
his Zord
DPS
make
stuff
into
like
improvement?
Entomb while he's still
Yes.
prot spec.
Changes. We're having the healers do.
He's
20%
putting on all
of
of
the
his
damage.
Fury gear and doing as much as he can there
Melee are gonna
with an
go in at
Annihilator
the
so that
last
he
second
can
on the
buff
spores to
everybody
maximize
else.
their DPS.
Not Death Wish thing.
Lita, you able to get back in game?
I'm coming back in now, dude. During that last attempt I was on, like, had a power outage, like, real quick, and then everything came back on, and, like, the internet took forever.
We're good.
Come back.
See,
It was, yeah,
there's
it
another
was-
5%.
ugh.
We're good, guys.
I felt so bad. Sorry,
How
guys.
was
We didn't.
the
If you guys can res me, I'm a ghost right now.
Gotta optimize every like second of DPS you can, guys.
I need like 2 more protection potions too.
In melee, when I call out your next, your
I
group,
can get you two if
just
you give
look
them
for
back
it,
to me.
and then wait till everyone runs over.
Yeah, Demole's got a good point. We need to have like all of our best DPS with the.
Oh yeah, you're
people as soon as
so
possible.
right,
So,
Gary.
like,
The elemental and the enhancement shamans are like my biggest
Except you
pet
took
peeve
one,
right now
Spacey.
because for some reason we keep bringing them
which group am I in?
and I
Go
don't
in
get
three,
it.
dude. Don't get it.
I don't get it.
If you want to go in a group, go
JT
with
was
like
getting
7
it.
or 8.
Okay.
That's why
No,
Dre
not
didn't
7.
get his buff.
Not
Oh,
7,
wait, never
so
mind.
only
Not
8.
7. Just kidding.
Spacey, that's
So
why.
so who's in group 3? GT, they said, or something.
Yeah, GT's in group 3.
That's why Vader
So-
didn't get his buff earlier.
So you can't swap with him. Like, we just need to find where's the hole, because even healers need crit.
Well, one group's not going to get it at all because they can't go through the rotation. There's only 7 groups that can get it. So 5 people are not going to get it.
If you're 6, yeah, someone in 6 won't get it.
Oh, that's right. Both the mages are in 2. So I'm in 6.
Yeah, with Voxus too.
No, Vox's is 7, I believe.
Voxus kills the spore in 7 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't crit with Mindflay, does he?
Well, it's still for the healer group that can't really kill it. I mean, they can, but
It's got 500 HP. Can shock it.
Would Spite possibly do more damage, or Smite possibly do more damage to boss? Mindflay can't crit.
Spite?
Might.
No, because it's you run into mana issues if you spam it.
I highly doubt it. Like, his entire gear setup is focused on shadow damage. So he's not gonna have a lot of plus, yeah.
Alright, are we all good on who is in which spore group? Now that I've fixed my problem, I think.
We almost might need to do like a spreadsheet.
How many
like-
points do I have in beard? All of them.
Us, yeah, a lot of people
All of
don't
them.
have
I got
shadow buff.
talented into beard.
Yeah,
Actually, it
Trade
was
square if you need shadow
it was a
pots,
pretty good choice
seriously.
here. It's working out pretty well. You know,
One
we
out
got
of
some
3 if you need
we
it.
got some serious
As you can
beardage
pop
going
those
on here.
Shadow pops as soon as you res, they last an hour.
Can't see it against the black shirt. Black beard against the black shirt.
Okay, this is our last attempt, but let's try to make it good.
Still need to wait on my potion cooldown.
Yeah,
It's like a minute.
Well, it should be up by the time you actually need to pop it. Oh wait, just kidding. If you're melee, you need both.
Any mages that need rum rum.
Yeah,
I know you guys have less HP.
I can use one, please.
Holy crap, can we kill him, please? We're ready to go.
Eat the food.
I know this fight is a lot of consumes, guys. It's the most consumes intensive fight, really. Get your L stones, by the way, if you didn't get one.
Food.
Does everyone have one?
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't use mine.
So this is the last attempt, right?
Yep.
Alright. And
You mean we gotta get him? Yeah?
Get him.
Yeah!
One shot right
Yeah!
here.
Yeah!
Yeah!
OMEN one shot coming up.
No, we haven't
Right
ever
away,
killed this
boys.
guy before. This is the first time.
Could try to do some DPS.
This
I
will
guess.
be the first time that we kill him because we're gonna kill him right now. Yeah!
We already
Get
have
pumped!
armor buff.
Hype!
Okay, I thought so. I thought I saw it up there.
Yeah, remember, when you get the spore buff, you have no threat issues, so go ham. You have 0 threat generated when you have the crit buff.
And did we figure out the groups for that? Does everybody know what they're doing now?
Did you guys change anything?
Trying to get the buff. No, but
it's the
somebody was
exact same.
in the wrong spot last time.
are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chicken's on cooldown.
Alright,
10
food, if
minutes.
you haven't eaten
No
yet.
chicken. No chicken on this one.
Let's optimize every second of DPS melees.
Heals, there was a couple close calls. Just go, don't let Dan get that low, please.
Alright, get ready.
First is heals me and crazy hands will be second.
Watch aggro. Group 2, get ready.
Poison cleansing. Alright, heals me.
Group 3, get ready. I'll tell you when to go.
Priest, you're next. Wait. Go for it.
Group 3, head out.
Clutch after priest. Go for it. Bob, go for it.
Get
Heal.
ready. Tell you when to head out.
Puke. Go for it.
Head out, group 4.
Oh shit, I got 3 debuff on my second armor debuff. 6 stack.
5,
Okay,
get ready.
go for it.
I'll tell you when to go.
Fate, go for it. I'll wait a little bit. There you go, go for it now.
Why was that
We need
nuts?
poison cleansing
I
or
don't
totems.
understand.
Why are the...
Group 6, get ready.
Big Dad, hold off just a bit.
Yep.
Group 7, get ready.
Alright, Big Dad, go. Next is Demol. Go for it, Demol.
Okay, get ready.
That's gone. Inviomi on next. Hold off just a bit.
2, get ready.
Num, hold off. Wait a second. Alright, go Num.
3, get ready. I'll tell you when to go.
Heals me, heal. Crazy hands, heal. Priest, heal as soon as you can.
Go. 3.
Clutch will be after Priest.
4,
Warrior
get ready. I'll
defensive
tell you
coming
when.
up soon.
Go. Group 4.
Shadow bots, everyone.
5, get ready. I'll tell you when to go.
Clutch, heal. Bob, heal.
5, go.
Heal. Look at heal. And fate, hold off.
6, get ready.
Football, you'll be after fate.
Warriors defensive
Yeah,
stance
the
coming up.
down.
Group 6, get over it.
Group 7, or, yeah, after it dies, get ready. Group 7.
Football, heal. Big Dad, you'll be next. Just try not to overheal.
8, get ready.
Warrior defensive.
Demol, did you heal?
Group 2, get ready.
Bandage.
I'm next.
Group 3, get ready, I'll call it. 3, go.
Indian, wait a bit. Go for an Indian.
Group 4, get ready, I'll call it.
Refresh poison cleansing.
4, go.
Heals me, you can go.
Eldstone.
Crazy hands heal.
Group 5, get ready, I'll tell you when to go. Group 5, go.
Pretty strong heal. Pretty strong, you can do it. Clutch, hold off.
Group 6, get ready.
Alright, clutch, go.
Warrior defensive.
Bob, heal now.
Shadow pod and bandage.
Group 7, get ready.
Fate.
That's 7.
Football, hold off.
Group 8, get ready.
Warrior defensive.
Big Dad, wait as long as you can.
Group 2, get ready.
Still going.
Okay, Football's out.
Combat res available.
See them execute.
Execute.
Group 3, get ready, I'll tell you.
Big Dad.
3, go.
No, I healed. You told me to heal.
I'm healing now.
Oh,
I got my cooldowns up,
4,
so.
Group 4, get ready. I'll tell you.
Warrior defensive.
Group 4, go.
Bandage.
Group 5, get ready.
Yeah, I just realized that I didn't shadow pot when I was supposed to shadow pot. I thought I hit the button, but I guess I missed it. So yeah.
Got 8 seconds.
I healed out of rotation just to get it.
This is the last. We have to kill him now.
Kill him.
Fuck.
So close, dude.
Damn, 7.
7%.
That's the optimization we have to do to kill.
Yes, Max Lava. I understand that. I realize that. Thank you for pointing it out.
I just think it's.
Can we prioritize Warlock's 2-piece, please?
Can we prioritize Hunter's 8-piece? Because I'm at MP5.
I think me having the extra armor weapon there is pretty
if
good.
rogues had tier pieces, we'd have the DPS to kill this.
Hey.
Yeah, no. Warlock's not even anywhere near the DPS.
T3 win, rogues. T3 win.
Hey, Cryptex.
What's up?
Sack Voidwalker was way better than Succubus.
Really?
Yeah, it just I honestly I was not even worried about tapping.
Oh, you have more mana?
No, it's just the health regen. Sack Void does 3% of your health every 5 seconds.
Maybe that is.
I think we just need one more mage like Folger.
Yeah, if we substituted
damage
a little bit.
More ignite.
Won't be necessarily more ignite. It'll be just.
I mean.
Well, wouldn't the ignite be better?
Everybody whisper Folger, blame.
You get diminishing returns after X amount of mages, though, according to
Yeah.
the community. So.
But that 5 or
Well,
6 is like your point. We only have
It's
5.
6 though.
Six.
It's at 6. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
once
he's
you have
outside. We need him, I guess. I don't, are we going for one more? I
think
can
just-
share my pots for one more person.
I
So.
think pots are pretty dead on the.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out.
I think
That
we're
was
we're
close on
secure.
that one.
Yeah, we're a couple raid lockouts from gear away from being
Out-
able to.
Out of pots, not out of raid.
I feel like if everyone like gets a little bit more gear, I guess that's gonna help out too next time. We got this next time for sure.
I think just next week we can kill him. I think it's just like we have to optimize everything.
Maybe we can try him earlier in our raid week. Like Sunday, maybe.
Thanks for coming, Enos.
But still, man, it was a good ass effort though.
Look at Shawnee.
Going from what 20% to 7.
Yeah, where the hell did that come from? That was Spacey's fault.
We done for the night?
What?
He took GT's Shadow Bolt.
Okay, I can explain. I was confused. There's a lot going on.
Yo, you shouldn't do that, Healer. You're gonna give yourself aneurysm or a heart attack, whichever comes first.
That last attempt was really clean though, guys.
It was really clean. I think we can do this with fewer heals though. Like it's really nice to have the cushion room.
So Warriors, when did you pop your cooldowns? Did you?
Right after the first
Yeah,
spore.
once we get the spore, you can pop all cooldowns and I'll be up.
Yeah, don't pop Blood Fury later. You can do it on that first one.
Yeah, you can't later because you just die if you do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I realized that when my Blood Fury was impacting my health stone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to cuck the rogues or anything, or the hunters, but is there any way warlocks can get pushed up a little quicker just so we can get that threat? Because I know I was backing off a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah, that would probably be better for warlocks to get up there.
What do you mean for the buff?
For the spore, yeah, just because I was backing off because I was threat capped for a little bit.
We could play with
And
that.
Your mana starved later on, so why don't
Hunters are by the end of the fight, so it really doesn't matter if we hold off on like
Well,
cooldowns for a few minutes.
are you mana starve at the end or no?
Yeah, pretty much everybody is.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter.
Okay. Well.
So like mages and unlocked.
So it's still better for melees to get it because they push the most at the start.
So how we had it was fine.
Okay, well, I think that's gonna be the stream for the evening. Whole lot of wipes, not a whole lot of anything else. That's okay though. We got real close. We got them down to 7%. It's the best try that we've had on that, so we'll probably end up getting it next week if we get the raid composition and stuff correct, and things like that. Bring the A team. Bring the A team. Do it like a Sunday or something. Okay, so what is it, Tuesday? Next raid is going to be Thursday. That's going to be the main clear of Nax, so tune in for that. In the meantime, I'm going to be streaming leveling on K3, so probably a little bit tonight and some tomorrow night, where we're going to be screwing around with lobies. We're going to be on the Alliance side. Come say hi. Come join my guild. Join my Discord. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And I will see you on the next one. Might even be later tonight, but I'm going to take a break and get some food. All right. Thanks for tuning in.